Clemson and Coach Brad and his staff, full credit. They played great. That was a very good basketball team, very well coached basketball team, and so you got to give Clemson, coach and his staff full credit for the win tonight. And so that's one. Two, when we don't play with energy, effort, and lack of execution, which we did for 32 minutes, it makes us, we're just not real good. And we were much better the last 7.5, 8 minutes of the game. But it's too late when you're playing against a really good Clemson team. We obviously dug ourselves in a hole. So, we got a tough game on Saturday at Wake Forest. We got to be better. We are not a team that can rely on one individual. We're not built that way. We're about team, and today Clemson was the better team than we were, and so I'm disappointed about that. That the loss falls on my shoulders because I'm the head coach. So obviously I didn't get us to prepare the way we need to prepare, but we'll get back and get after it, and we got to be much better on Saturday versus Wake Forest.
Coach, was there anything you saw differently from Clemson from the win you had in Atlanta, particularly from a defensive standpoint, or was it more the way your team played? No,
you got to give Clemson full credit. Clemson was, obviously played really, really well, and Coach had them really prepared. But I obviously focused more on our guys, and so I didn't think we played well. Obviously, which is a credit to Clemson, but we did not. We're not a team, and the way we are and how we build our foundation. If we're not perfect in energy, effort, or execution, we're not able to win the game. You can count up a loss automatically. So if we're not perfect in those three areas, we have no chance. If we're near perfect or perfect in those three areas, then we put ourselves in a position to win games, which we have. But Virginia Tech and Virginia, we lost on the road and we played really well. We were near perfect in all those three areas. They were just better that night, and we can live with that. But when we're not near perfect or perfect in those three things I mentioned, just chalk it up as an L. We got no chance.
Josh, did you think, coming out of that timeout, I think you were down 7, you were at the line to cut it even more, did you think, okay, we're on a run, we've got them on their heels, and there's more than enough time?
We had some empty possessions. We missed that free throw.
Yeah.
I think it was Quentin or Josh O. One of the two missed the free throw. But we missed a free throw, and then we had about 4 or 5 possessions that were empty possessions. We had actually a couple good looks.
Right. And
we just had empty possessions, which, maybe if we made 1 or 2, it, changes the course of the game. But we dug ourselves in such a deep hole, and it just was too little, too late. We were much better defensively that last stretch, but the last 7 minutes of the game. But 17 turnovers is just a recipe for disaster. And if Quentin and Josh Okogie and Josh Heath are combined 7 for 23, you might as well. It's just hard for us. It's just going to be hard for us.
Josh, did you sense early that energy was an issue?
Absolutely. Now, I felt it. We didn't practice well on Monday. Quentin couldn't practice. He didn't play until today. He didn't practice Monday and Tuesday due to an ankle. Josh Heath, I didn't know if he was going to play today. And we're very thankful for Clemson's medical department. They got him an IV, which made him feel a little better. He was really sick this morning, and so we didn't know if he was going to play. And Todrick hadn't practiced the last 2 days because of an ankle injury. So, we're not a team that cannot practice either, but there's just bumps and bruises, and you got to be, we got to be cautious, and I got to listen to the medical staff. So, but I just know when we don't practice for a few days, and certain guys don't practice, it makes it really tough. And we were out of sync and lethargic, but credit goes to Clemson. That's first and foremost. All credit goes to Clemson.
Were those injuries and the lack of practice time for some of the guys the reasons you went deeper in the bench?
Really yeah. Well, because Josh Heath, Josh Heath had to get an IV from the medical staff here at Clemson today just to be able to play today. He was really sick this morning. This morning I was told he wasn't going to play. So, but we're very thankful that Clemson helped us out on that. And so I knew that he had it was going to be, and he hadn't practiced in his ankle. So that's why I went a little deeper early, try to, and I don't, as you know, I don't play a lot of guys. Usually I'm 6 or 7, and that's it. Usually 6. Mm-hmm. So, but based on some things and Todrick, so I had to go a little deeper, trying to keep him fresh as much as I could.
Any more?
What did you see out there about the energy? Was it just tough to get it going for you guys until that final stretch?
I mean, like we said, I think the energy really started with us in practice Monday, and I think a lot of that probably starts with me, just with the way I went about talking to the guys in practice when we weren't playing as hard as we should have, or cutting as hard as we should have. So I think that we need to make that adjustment within myself, just making sure that we're all on the same page, knowing that we didn't get here just from being better than other teams. We really pushed one another in practice, and we stayed focused, and we got to get back to playing hard.
Was the ankle bothering you during the game, or were you